sparkling wine by Champenoise method because a protected name. So in our country you find two words on label: method traditionnel, that means French method. It's produced as the same as French people, but we started much more later. The French people started to produce in the late 17th century by Dom Pierre Pirignon, and also it was developed by Madame Veuve Clicquot. And yes, in the early 18th century, in the Republic of Moldova, the Champenoise method was introduced in 1957 by Petru Ungureanu, our Moldavian Dom Pierre Pirignon. There is a street also named Petru Ungureanu on Cricova City. I will explain every step how it is produced. The production line is working right now, and good for you, you will see better. But I'd like to ask you to don't touch buttons, any buttons as well. And the buttons are under high pressure, so it can be even a little dangerous to touch.
Or the employees.
In the early 18th century, the bottle was not like this one. It was different standard, not so resistant. It happened so often when they exploded. Every third, fourth bottle was exploded. French people called this sparkling wine le vin du diable, devil's wine. Please follow me how we produce our sparkling wine.
Olhe pra frente. Pra frente, olhe pra frente.
Esse roteiro dá conta, não.
Tem a postura.
Só com a rolha, essa não tem o número do celular.
champagne, but everything starts with harvesting. First we should pick up the grapes. For Champenoise method, we can use three French grape varieties: Chardonnay, Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier. These three grapes. After harvesting, they will be crushed and we obtain a grape juice. This grape juice first ferments in any our normal wine in inox tanks where grape juice transforms into a still wine, a base wine. That base wine is poured into the bottles with addition of yeast and sugar. The mixture between yeast and sugar is called liqueur de tirage. Liqueur de tirage is added with the base wine inside in the bottle to start the second fermentation here inside the bottle. You can see that all of our bottles have some metallic caps. This crown cap is a temporary one. We cannot sell quality champagne with this metallic cap. It's just for a period of time, short period of time, and keep our bottle hermetically closed. So carbon dioxide that is released in the process of second fermentation have no place to escape. It will stay inside in the bottle, will be dissolved in the wine, making bubbles. That's sparkling, characteristic for sparkling wines. The bubbles for Champenoise method are small, they're a lot in quantities that represent we have a quality sparkling wine. And the yeast that were added to the wine will be collected, settled here at the bottom of the bottle. You can see some dead yeast. This dead yeast help us to enrich the wine with some aromas of bready, pastries, nutty, toast. The wine will be more complex, will be enriched with other aromas. It also has some fruity notes because it's made from grapes, from aromatic grapes, but the yeast will add the secondary category of aromas to the wine. When the aging process is finished, after 9 months at least, or even 2, 3, 4, 5 years can be the process of aging, the wine will go to filtration because we cannot sell a bottle with the sediment inside. So it will be filtered using the oldest method, remouage and degorgeage. Winemakers filtered in this way even 200 years ago. Remouage means riddling. This is the remouage department. We have almost 7 kilometers of this trip. And 2.5 million bottles.
7 quilômetros.
Like the population of our country.
7 quilômetros só dessas garrafas.
And every 2 days, every bottle is turned at 45 degrees and lifted up. It's turned and lifted up, turned, lifted up. The sediment will be collected on the temporary cap after 8-10 weeks. Big particles of the yeast will take smaller ones and they will be settled on the metallic cap. The people who riddles the bottles are called remueurs. We have 6 women working here. Every woman per day can riddle around 40,000 bottles with both hands. You can see some white marks showing how much it was turned. It makes 3 entire circles, and the bottle is going from horizontal position to almost vertical one. When it gets vertical position, it will be moved to the next department, degorgeage, to remove completely the sediment collected here. And how it's removed from the neck of the bottle, I will explain there in the next department. You can take a photo here inside. All the steps together. First fermentation, second fermentation, aging, filtration by remouage and degorgeage will take at least 3 years. And up to 6 years for wines Grand Vintage. Because wines Grand Vintage are aged 5 years on the sediment. Just lay down on the sediment on our cellars for 5 years. But even 9 months is not so short period. The bottle is resistant. The bottle we import from Germany, it has walls, can resist up to 17 atmospheres. And inside, transparent wine creates 4 or maximum 6 atmospheres. It's better to use a dark bottle. it defends the wine against the light sources. Dark bottle is better. But we have transparent as well.
Ok. 7 quilômetros só nesse carro.
5 milhões de garrafas.
Não, dessa aqui é 4 mil. 40 mil. Parou esse pedacinho aqui.
Why must you be today here? So that's our dégorgeage department. On this department, first the bottle is placed with the neck in special solution, ethylene glycol, for 10 minutes, and it's frozen at minus 25 degrees. We have a block of ice, where the sediment and a small amount of wine, around 4 centimeters, is frozen. Next, the bottle is tuned at an angle of 45 degrees. The temporary cap will be removed, and that block of ice will be pushed out by inner pressure. The carbon dioxide will remove the frozen sediment from the bottle, producing a transparent, a brilliant wine. Yeah.
Why is it so important to remove the yeast from the bottle?
Because it should be clear to not develop continuously.
But
Because the yeast can be developed later to produce, so it damage the wine faster.
Okay.
Faster, yeah. Next, the natural cork will be added. Natural cork we buy from Portugal. It's made from the bark of oak trees, special type of trees that you can find in Portugal or Spain. The most of them we buy from Portugal. Small particles pressed or from entire part of the cork. The next step is the addition of the wire. The wire is 50 centimeters long and fixes well the cork inside. The wire is called muslin. Yeah. All the bottles will be mixed 6 times. And the last process is checking the transparency of wine. The screen light helps us to check if there are no particles of sediment or residual sediment inside. Should be transparent like this. Even for dark bottle, it's possible to see if the wine is clear or not. And they are arranged in the special containers like this, horizontally. Of course, the bottle needs labels as well. So the containers will be lifted up to a department outside to add the labels, and on the top, on cork side, also a special capsule will be added. That's how we produce our sparkling wine. By French classical method. We produce as well by Italian method, faster one, of malting the cellars outside. Now we go to the Vinoteca, our national collection of vintage wine.
Então, olha aí.